Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Sunang Reni. People usually call me Uni. I am a student from the Bina Sarana Informatika University, majoring in management, and my student ID is 64, 24, 21, and 27. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty and fellow students. Today, I give a speech in front of the screen to discuss a topic that affects all of us, smoking in the campus area. This problem is not only about personal choice, it is about the collective health and well-being of our community. Here are some key points that reflect my view. First, health concern. First and foremost, the health implication of smoking cannot be overlooked. Second hand, smoke poses significant risks not only to smokers but also to those around them, including students, faculty, and staff. Establishing a smoke-free campus can help protect the health of the entire community, promoting a healthier learning environment. 2. Right to choose. While I support the idea of a smoke-free campus for health reasons, I also recognize the importance of individual choice. Many students are adults who have the right to make their own decision regarding smoking. Therefore, if a campus chooses to implement a smoking ban, it should also provide designated smoking area. This approach respects the rights of smokers while minimizing exposure to non-smokers. 3. Environmental impact. Smoking contributes to litter and pollution on campus. Cigarette butts are one of the most common forms of litter and can take years to decompose. By enforcing a smoke-free policy, campus can enhance their environmental sustainability effort and create a cleaner, more pleasant atmosphere. For everyone. Sorry. And then education and support. In addition to implementing rules, campus should focus on education and support for students who wish to quit smoking. Providing research such as counseling service, workshop, and session program and can significantly help those who want to stop smoking and improve their overall well-being. And the last, conclusion. In conclusion, let us come together as a community to advocate for a smoke-free campus. Let us prioritize health over habit and create an environmental that foster well-being for all students. Together, we can make a difference, one breath at a time.
Hello, back again with me. So part 2, I want to explain about the use of models in request word. What are models verbs? Models are auxiliary verbs that express necessity, possibility, permission, or ability. When it comes to making requests, models play a crucial role in softening the tone and making the request more polite. Understanding how to ask this model effectively can enhance communication, in both formal and informal contexts. Next, they can be categorized into several types. First, ability models indicate capability. Two, permission model express permission. Permission. Three, obligation models. So, necessity or obligation. Four, possibility models. Yes, indicate likelihood. Next. And these five question are made with modal verbs. And would you, could you, will you, may you, and can you. Common modal used in requests. Can. This is one of the most commonly used modal for making informal requests. Explanation can is direct and suitable for casual situation, making it a go-to choice in everyday conversation. Two, cold. Cold. This model is often used to make polite requests sounding more formal than can. Explanation cold. Cold soften the request, making it more courteous and appropriate in both formal and informal contexts. And three, may. This model is used to express permission and can also be used for polite requests. Explanation may convey respect and is often used in formal contexts. Mike, for Mike, while not as common as the other, Mike can be used to make tentative requests. Explanation this use this indicate a degree of uncertainty or politeness. And then the last five would. This would is frequently used for polite requests and overt explanation would add a layer of politeness and is of the when making requests that involve an inconvenience to the other person. Okay, next, importance of models. First, in communication. Modal verbs play a crucial role in English communication by softening requests. They help make a request sound more polite and less demanding. Two, expressing nuance. They allow speaker to convey different level of courtesy, politeness, and obligation. Three, facilitating social interaction. Using models verbs appropriately can enhance interpersonal relationship and improve the effectiveness of communication. Okay, next. We need an example of can asking for permission or ask for something. Can I borrow your book a few days? And can I ask your phone to make a call? Can I go to the party with my friends? Can I take a day off next week? Can I have a piece of cake? Then ask someone to do something for us. Can you help me with my homework? Can you pass me the remote control? Can you show me how to do this? Can you bring me a glass of water? And then can you send me that document via email? And then many more of gold, example of wheel, example wall of wood, example of wood, polite way of saying what we want. I would like to listen to a song, please, and more. And then polite request. Would you close the door, please? Would you help me with my homework? And more. Okay, offers an invitation. My is used in English to make polite offers and invitation. When offering something, you can say, I offer you a drink," and or might I help you with that? For invitation process like, might I invite you to my party? Or might you join us for dinner? Are appreciate, uh, appropriate. Well, can and could are more commonly used in casual contexts. May adds a, a layer of politeness and formality to your request in invitation. An invitation. Okay, so okay, this is structure of request. Here is detailed breakdown of the structure of request using modal verbs format for clarity. Structure of request modal plus subject plus verbs. First, basic structure. Two example of modal verbs in request. Here are some common modal verbs used in request along with example. Can first can structure can plus subject plus space form of verb. Example, can you help me with this? Could. Example, could you pass the salt please? Will. Example, will you join us for dinner? Would. Example, would you mind closing the windows? My, may. Example, may I borrow your pen? And then politeness, three, politeness and formality. Using can in generally more informal, while could, would, and may are considered more polite and formal. The choice of modal verbs can affect the tone of the request. 4. Negative request. To make a negative request, simply note after the modal verbs. Example with can you not make so much noise? Example with could you not enter me? And then the last 5, using please. Adding please to any request and high politeness. an example. Could you please send me the report? Okay, next. This is using please enhancing politeness. The word please is powerful tool in communication, particularly when making requests. It adds a layer of politeness and respect, making the interaction more pleasant and cooperative. Mm, This is important of politeness. First, social harmony. Politeness foster positive relationship and reduce tension. Two, encourage uh, encourage cooperation. People are more likely to respond favorably to polite requests. Three, cultural norm. Different cultures have more varying expectations regarding politeness. Using please is widely accepted in my English-speaking context. Right. Sorry. This is place of place. First at the beginning. Example, please press the soul. This is a proof. Emphasis the request right from the start to at the end. Example, could you help me with this, please? This technique you soften the request and can make it feel less demanding. Three in the middle. Example, can you please send me the report by tomorrow? This structure can add emphasis to the request while maintaining politeness. Okay, this is example of request with please. Informal request. Can you please turn down the music? Two, formal request. Could you please provide me with your feedback? And casual conversation. Would you please join us for dinner? Okay, next. Common mistake to avoid. Offers Forcing please can come off as insecure or sarcastic. Two, forgetting to ask it in situation where politeness is expect can be perceived as rude. Okay, the next, negative request. Negative, negative requests can be challenging to press politely. The key is to communicate your refusal or inability to fulfill a request while maintaining a respectful and positive tone. Okay, strategies for pressing negative requests. First, state what you can do. Focus on an alternative return than what you cannot do. For example, instead of saying I can help you with that, try well I can assist with that. Okay, two, use softening language. Start with phrases like I'm afraid, unfortunately, or regrettably. The listener of a negative response with you without sounding abrupt. 3. Acknowledge the request. Begin the acknowledging the request important. For example, thank you for your request. 4. Offer alternative. It's possible, suggest another option. For instance, I can provide the service right now, but I can recommend. 5. Keep it brief and clear. Avoid likely explanation that might confuse the message, or a concise response help maintain clarity. 6. Maintain a positive tone. Use positive language to soften the impact of the refusal, such as, "Well, we cannot progress with the request. We appreciate your understanding." For example, instead of saying no, we can do that try. I'm sorry, but we cannot accommodate the request at the time. So instead of, you can have a refund say, "Unfortunately, we are unable to process refund for this item. However, I can offer an exchange." Next, responding to requests. Affirmative and negative response. Affirmative response indicate agreement or willingness to fulfill a request. Here are some key points and examples. First, express enthusiasm. So, eagerness to help, which can enhance the relationship. Example, absolutely, I'd be happy to help you with that. 2. Acknowledge the request. Recognize the request before responding positively. Example, thank you for asking. Yes, I can definitely assist you with that. 3. Provide detail. If applicable, offer additional information about how you will fulfill the request. Example, yes, I can send you the report by tomorrow afternoon. 4. Use polite language. Politeness reinforces a positive interaction. Example, of course, please let me know if there anything else you need. Okay, next. Negative response. Negative response indicate that you cannot fulfill a request. It's important to communicate these refusals touchfully. First, use softening language. Begin with phrases that soften the refusal. Example, I'm afraid I can't assist with that right now. 2. Acknowledge the request. Recognize the importance of the request before declining. Example, I appreciate you asking, but unfortunately, I won't be able to help this time. 3. Offer alternative if possible. Suggest other option or solution to mitigate disappointment. Example, while I can attend the meeting, I can provide my input via email. 4. Keep it brief and clear. Avoid lengthy explanation that might obscure your message. Example, I cannot recommend that request on this time. Next, example of affirmation and negative response. This is type of response. Affirmative, sure, I'd love to help you with your project. Then yes, I can pick up the grocery on my way home. Negative, I'm sorry, but I cannot lend you my book right now. Then unfortunately, we can extend the deadline for submission. Okay, next. Example of request context. Here are examples of requests using modal verbs in first context along with explanation for each request. First, workplace scenario. Can you help me with the project? Explanation. Can I issue here to make a direct request for help which is appropriate in a collaborative environment? Two dining situation. Explanation could soften the request, making it more fluid and suitable for social interaction. 3. Academic setting. May I borrow your pen? Explanation might indicate a formal request and some respect for the other person belonging. For home environment. Would you mind closing the windows? Explanation. Would you mind? It's a polite way to ask someone to do something, minimizing any potential inconvenience. 5. Suggesting alternative. Might I suggest an alternative approach. Explanation might is used here to introduce a suggestion, politely indicating that the speaker respects the opinions of others and is open to discussion. Okay, next. Common mistake. Uses of model in request. First, using informal models in formal situation. Incorrect. Can you submit the report? Correct. Could you please submit the report? 2. Authorizing please. Incorrect. Please, can you please help me, please? Correct. Could you please help me? 3. Neglecting contextual appropriateness. Incorrect. Might I take your seat in a casual setting? Correct. Could I take your seat in a casual setting? 4. Confusing will and mold. Incorrect. Will you help me with this text? Text to the direct. Correct. Would you help me with this text? More polite. The next. Tips for effectiveness. Making polite requests in a essential crucial in both personal and professional interaction. Here are some key tips to enhance the effectiveness of your request. First, use conditional forms. Phrasing requests conditionally soften the tone, making them sound more polite and less demanding. It shows respect for the other person's willingness to help. Example, would you mind helping me with this task? 2. It please. Explanation including please enhance the politeness of your request and demonstrate request res- respect for the person you are addressing. It creates a more courteous atmosphere. Example, could you please send me the report by 5 p.m.? And 3. Be specific. Clearly stating what you are requesting helps avoid confusion. Example, can you provide me with the detail of the project by tomorrow? 4. Express gratitude. Thinking about thanking someone in advance can make your request feel more courteous. Example, thank you for condition during my request. 5. Consider tone. Your tone can affect how your request is received. Example, use a friendly tone when saying I hope you're doing well. My uh, would you mind helping me with this? 10x. Conclusion. Summary of key points. Models are essential for making polite requests in English. Common models include can, could, might, and would. Avoid common mistake by using models appropriately based on context. Employ tips for effectiveness to enhance your communication skill when making requests. Okay, thank you for your attention.